Alrighty, before I stab this tranny back in that old truck, I want to shoot a quick video here and show you what I've been doing. I had to swap out this shaft, this input shaft, because the S10, 1990 S10 pickup that this came from, it had a 14 spline shaft which would not fit my clutch, the old 32 Chevy clutch, so I had to swap it out with an input shaft from a four-corner Jeep transmission that will fit my clutch. Lock onto that, and that's sweet. I'm excited. But anyway, I've got a real good YouTube buddy down Texas, and he's got a real keen eye for detail. And he noticed in one of my clips that I had, well, I showed it purposely, but nobody else noticed it or said anything, but he noticed that I cut the sleeve off. And he asked me about that today, and he says, you know that throat bearing has to slide on that sleeve, and you must have just cut it for a mock-up or whatever. And well, normally that would be the case. This throat bearing would slide on the sleeve, but you know, this conversion that I'm doing is about as far from normal as you can get, I guess. We never did find anybody else who had ever done it on one this old. They do them on the 235s a lot, and I've talked about that before, but this old engine is just built different. So what happens on this one is that has to be cut out of the way, because on the old 32 Chevy, the throat bearing is held with these little pins by the fork here, and that slides back and forth, and that has to be cut off and get to get it out of the way, so this can slide back and forth on there. And it goes up against this little guy, fits into the pressure plate, and then this throat bearing slides up against that, of course, and releases that and lets that clutch turn free in there. So I just want to point that out in case anybody else had noticed that I cut the snout off of that thing, or if anybody wondered about it. So that's just part of the conversion process, and I'm going to go ahead and put that tranny in with my adapter plate and my new clutch and all these goodies here. So this is a fun time. I'll shoot a little clip later after I get it put in. January 13th, 2010 has been a productive day. I rebuilt my drag link here, put all these new little parts and springs in there, and this is a solid piece, so I just bought the innards and put in this thing, and if down the road I feel like that's not what I want to have, I'll change this and I'll get some tie rod ends because they are the same size, and I'll build a drag link to go in there. But these were inexpensive, and in the interest of getting this front end put together, I just went ahead and rebuilt that for right now. But that's not the only thing that's happened today. There it is. It is installed, and it is a thing of beauty. I have to show you here. Okay, we'll put it neutral, and this little tail shaft spins, okay? That's all good. Now, we're going to put it in gear, and this little tail shaft does not spin. Now there's that clutch, and I'm going to hike my foot way up there. I'm going to push that clutch in. Check it out, check it way out. Clutch out, clutch in. Clutch out, and clutch in. Now what kind of deal is that? You couldn't beat that with a big old stick. I like it. I think this thing's going to go down the road with 5 gears behind it. Now, I don't have much clearance there, so I'm going to take this cross member out, and I may do some reinforcing on this frame a little bit. I'm going to build a cross member that holds that T5, and I have the mount right here. There's the mount for it. So I will build something and adapt that. Leave that goes there. I can point the camera the right way. There we go. Anyway, so I'm going to move that cross member back. Probably get rid of all this old linkage, brake linkage on there, and get the angle of my engine back down where it goes. I've just got it jacked up in the air right now so I could stab that tranny. But looking good. That's a good thing to have that done. It took a while, and mostly just waiting. Hurry up and wait for parts, this and that, but it's in there, and I'm happy with it. I like it.